Hi everybody, welcome to the Sonoran Desert. My name is Harold Dixon and I am the cousin of your teacher, Ms. Morgan. I was born in Buffalo, but I was raised in California and now I live here in beautiful Tucson, Arizona. The Sonoran Desert is named for the state of Sonora in northern Mexico. The Sonoran Desert encompasses part of southern Arizona and northern Mexico. It's a very unique place. There are plants and animals here that don't exist anywhere else in the world. By the way, on camera for me today is my lovely wife, Medell. So I'm going to be instructing her to kind of show things as we go along. First thing you should see is my favorite, the most interesting cactus in the world. And remember, you cannot find it anywhere but here. And it is the saguaro. Look at that. See how high that is? The saguaro doesn't get an arm until it's at least 75 years old, which means this guy behind me is probably 150 years old. They're incredible. They get red fruit on the top, and the Native Americans pick the fruit and cook it and make things with it. It's the best plant in the world. Now, we'll look over this way. Come on this side. Here's a saguaro. Looks pretty big, huh? This is a baby. This is probably only 50 years old. Doesn't have any arms yet. Also in the Sonoran Desert, look at this tree. This is a mesquite tree. It has roots that go down and drink prehistoric water. The roots go down maybe 100, 150 feet because there's not a lot of water here, so it's got to really work to find any. The cactus you'll notice here, the saguaro, is right up next to the tree. That's because sometimes a little baby saguaro starts growing under a mesquite tree. The mesquite provides shade and protects it, and suddenly the cactus is bigger than the tree. This gets beans on it, which the Native Americans harvest and make flour. Over here, look at these. These are palo verde. That is Spanish for green stick, palo verde. And these, in about a month, are going to be covered with yellow flowers. They will look incredible, a little bit like the cherry trees in Washington, D.C., but really not too much like it, but kind of. They're my favorites. One more thing to see out here, come over this way. Excuse me, this is the prickly pear cactus. This is the most common. These are everywhere, and they're desert survivors. You can't kill them. They just keep coming and getting bigger and bigger. They get fruit on them too, and you can make juice or jelly, and it is so sweet and delicious. No fruit yet. This is just the beginning of spring here. Now for you guys, you'd think this was summer because it's 80 degrees today. But for us, it's spring. Okay, come around the back. We'll look at some more things. You can see we don't have green lawns here. They would be too much of a waste of water. This is another kind of common cactus. It's called a cholla, C-H-O-L-L-A. Oh, by the way, saguaro is spelled with a G, S-A-G-U-A-R-O. The G is pronounced like a W, saguaro. Okay, let's go in. We can leave the gate open. Okay, here's our yard. You can see how the whole atmosphere of the desert is different than where you live. And remember, I was born where you live, so I know what it's like there. There's no other houses right by ours. And this is a dry riverbed called a wash. It fills with water in the summer when there are thunderstorms. Now let me show you the mountains. These are the Santa Catalina Mountains. They're very tall mountains. And they had snow on them just a couple of weeks ago. On the other side of the yard, you can't really see it in the daytime, but you can see the city lights at night. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the wonderful animals. I said there's plants and animals that are unique to this area. Right around our house, we have bobcats, a special animal called a javelina, Javelina. The J is pronounced H, javelina. It looks like a wild pig, but it's not. We have, once in a while, a mountain lion. They mainly live up in the mountains. I guess, hence their name, right? And we also have coyotes and lots of quail, roadrunners. I hope you've seen that Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoon. We have those here. Actually, the coyotes and the roadrunners have nothing to do with each other. Am I forgetting any animals?
Rattlesnakes?
Oh yeah, we do have some rattlesnakes once in a while. I hate them, but I guess they have their own place in the world too. And they don't really come around too much, and they just want to be left alone. And the good thing about a rattlesnake, if you're getting too close, it warns you with an incredibly loud and obnoxious rattle. So I think that's a good introduction to the Sonoran Desert. I hope you will enjoy studying it. And I'm going to say goodbye and thank you. And that's all for today. Bye-bye.